This is a video tutorial for Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show. It's in the key of A. There'll be some links on the screen that will connect you to some other tunes that are in the key of A. I highly recommend that you go check them out. So the chords that we've got here, well, this is what we're trying to achieve. We're going to go through this. We're going to go A. We're going to learn some chord alternatives like that one here. And then we're going to have a recap on the A scale. Okay, so the chords for this tune like every other tune in A, we've got A and then E, F sharp minor and D, right? And so we're going to do country strum number 1 again, which is down, 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 up, down, which is like in terms of music we're playing full notes, so counting 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4, so down, 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 up, down, down, down. Slow it right down so that you can play along. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just so that you can see my right hand. 2, 3, 4. Right. Okay, so now each bar, well, each chord like lasts for a bar with this tune, so there's nothing really that tricky about it, apart from the, well, actually the final D, which is lasts for 2 bars. So I'll call out the chords as I play them. I sort of expect you to know them already. So we've got A, E, F sharp minor, D, and then A. It's the same but without the F sharp minor, so E and D, and that's where the 2 bars of D comes in. So let's do country strum number 1 with the chord progression. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, sorry, that's a bit slow. That was ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. F sharp minor to D to A to E to D. Hold the D back to A. E. F sharp minor. D. A. E. To D. And hold D. Right. So it's as simple as that. Now, this has got a really cool finger picking pattern in it, which is kind of emulating the banjo part. I think the guy, like this is how this is my interpretation of it anyway. So this instance, I always talk about breaking the rules. This instance, we are breaking the rules. So with our right hand, we're fingering an A. The right hand, we're going to do this. Okay, so the usually the right hand rule, right, is thumb, 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 and then index, middle, ring. We're going to loosely abide to that, abide by those rules, but for now we're going to go, so we're holding an A chord and we're going to go like this. Sorry. So. Now watching carefully, it's even slower. So watching my fingers, right hand fingers again. We'll sorry. Okay, and then it changes, our right hand changes with the root note changes with the chord, so second string, first string. Exactly the same pattern for the F sharp. So again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. D's a little bit different because this is where we break the rule, because we're using our thumb on the third string, so we go. So now really slowly through the whole progression. 2, 3, 4. So A, F sharp minor. Oh, sorry, A to E. I'll play it right this time. A to E to F sharp minor to D to A to E to D. That's a really cool lick as well. So when you're changing from D to A, so just take off your middle finger. See my right hand, left hand, sorry. Take the beautiful. All right. So now a couple of chord alternatives that we can use just to make it sound interesting, right? Again, like if you've got multiple people playing. And then okay, so that there's just starting with a normal A, right? And then we do an E, but it's actually shaped like a D. So if you take a D and then move it up 2 frets, it makes an E. See what we're doing, like technically speaking, what we're doing is we're taking the root note, which is the D, and we're moving it forward and turning it into an E. So as I keep rabbiting on about movable chords, like this is a movable chord, and now it's an E. Yeah, it sounds quite pretty. You know. I actually really like this voicing and I use it a lot. Okay, so then there's not a lot different with F sharp. F sharp, we're just going to do something like that, which is the same, or F sharp minor, sorry, which is the same, similar kind of voicing as you would for stairway, which is an A minor. But anyway, so we've got F sharp minor, and then to D. You can chuck your pinky on the 5th fret to get quite a glorious sound going. Let's just try it. So slowly, we've got A like this, just normal A, and then a D-shaped E, and then the stairway shaped, and then we've got just a normal glorious or normal D with a glorious D, and remember to change back to A, and then E, into D. Now just one more note with A, you can also do this, which is just barring the 5th fret, like that. So we'll go back over the changes again. So we'll just one single strum for each one. 2, 3, 4. So A, 2, 3 to E, 4, 2 to F sharp minor, 4, 2, 3 to D, 4, 2, 3 to A, 2, 3 to E, 2 to D, 3, and then back to A. Right, so now like every other tune in A that I've covered, I like to go on about as well, is the scale, the relative scale to it. So this is an A, right? So we all know, well, hopefully you know the blues shape. So if you don't, there's a link to my blues tutorial, well, the blues shape tutorial, that'll help you understand this. Now moving it to A, if we start with our pinky, we go 5, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Makes it and that works over the chord progression. So if you check this out, that's all in A. Okay, so now a cool pattern to do is to smush them all together. So we've got all these notes, right? Now if you look at it, it's pretty, well, it's not symmetrical, but you can see a definite pattern. So if you cluster 2 notes together, so you can get an interesting sound when you play them separately. So if you watch my right hands, and yeah, just clustering them together. So that will cover like when you're in the key of A, like or any A chord that you're playing, or A major chord. So just to recap on that. Okay, and you can go backwards obviously as well. Okay, so now as a summary of what we've done the chord progression to Wagon Wheel. So it's A to E to F sharp minor to D, A to E to D. The finger picking pattern. Oh, sorry. check out all the other videos that I've got posted about tunes in the key of A, because cluster them all together, and then before you know it, you'll know about 150 songs or thereabouts. Have fun.